every second of every day, I'm fully convinced right now that I do have the corona.
You got the Rona.
I've got the Rona, the Roni, the COVID-19. I've got it.
Welcome back, allegedly listeners. We are here with an emergency segment.
PSA, PSA, PSA. This is so important.
We understand that there has been a huge crisis.
Yeah, incredibly huge. And it's starting to affect us personally. And so I feel like we just need to air it out, talk about it, and just, be honest about our feelings and ourselves.
Which is what again?
So we need to be discussing the coronavirus, first of all, but secondly, we need to be talking about the fact that we are potentially hypochondriacs.
I don't even know if it's a potentially. I say I am a self-acclaimed hypochondriac all the time.
I am absolutely a hypochondriac as well. When do you think that you first identified as a hypochondriac? How do you know that you are one? Like, please fill us all in.
Well, I think once I started self-diagnosing some pretty alarming diseases, that's whenever I knew I had a problem.
Okay. So what diseases do you currently possess?
Well, at one point, I had self-diagnosed mono.
Okay.
And that was after my friend Bridget, who had mono, kissed me on New Year's.
Okay.
And then after that, I actually, like, something happened to me, or I was getting sick after, and I blamed her for 2 months that I had mono.
Okay, so did you ever see a doctor?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
wait, you know what? I'm not sure how to put this in there. But every time that I've gotten sick, and I think this was the mono thing, and then another time, I had this like weird, terrible reaction after I went to the dentist.
Yeah.
So when I had mono, I ended up going to an urgent care. I do remember this now. I went to get an urgent care, and I was like, I need you to test me for 2 things. There's only 2 possible reasons why I could be feeling this way, and it was mono and STD, and I had neither one, and I just got better.
Well, honestly, I'm really happy for you.
And then, not to just dump all my stories here at the get-go, but I went to the dentist. I went to the dentist, and then for some reason after, the left side of my face got extremely swollen, like extremely swollen. And I thought it was like a swollen lymph node. So then I started Googling swollen lymph nodes. And then if you have AIDS, you have swollen lymph nodes. I went to another urgent care. Actually, no, I went to a Walgreens because remember you used to schedule my Walgreens.
I was your Walgreens appointment scheduler.
You yes. Really were. So I went to a Walgreens and she was basically like, "Listen, baby girl, if you really think you have AIDS, you need to go somewhere else because this is gonna charge you an arm and a leg." So,
well, they're like, "This is a Walgreens," and you're stepping in like, "Hey, do I have AIDS? Please let me know."
Half of my face is swollen, like I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and she's like, "This is just Walgreens."
Like, you need to chill out. Band-Aids are on aisle 7.
Yeah. People only come here if they have pink eye. Like, you need to go.
Oh my god.
So then I literally went to some place to get my blood drawn, and I was fine.
Okay.
She's clean as a whistle.
I'm so happy for you, and I'm happy that everything ended up just fine and that your face was just swollen because you literally had your wisdom teeth taken out, which causes your face to be swollen.
I looked like I had my wisdom teeth taken out. I literally just got a cleaning. I literally got a cleaning, and I had a swollen face, and I was
so you must have had an allergic reaction.
Yeah, I really have no idea, but it was pretty dramatic.
Yeah. So where are you with the coronavirus and your, I don't know the correct term, hypochondriacism?
So in an interesting turn of events, I want the coronavirus because
Okay.
I want to start a GoFundMe if I get the
Right.
corona. And then also, I don't know. I just think it would be a moment to experience since it's such, high publicity. I would do it for
So
the pod.
I am on the complete opposite spectrum. I am terrified to get the coronavirus, even though, people are saying it's nothing and we should all just calm down about it. I don't want it because I just feel like I don't want to have to be like, hey, PSA, I am one of the coronas, like, that would be so upsetting. And so I have taken drastic measures. My boss, Claire, and
Shout out.
shout out Claire. Uh, we were talking, I guess, literally a week ago before things started selling out, and she told me, "Hey, she was like, "Hey, I stocked up on these things." Like she listed all these different things out, and uh she was just like, "I think you should too because pretty soon people are going to start freaking out and things are going to sell out." So last week your girl stocked up. I have Lysol for days. I have hand wipes for days. I have toilet paper for weeks. I am just so stocked up, and I had people making fun of me, and now you go to the stores and you can't buy any of this stuff.
I know. I actually did look up face masks. I was going to see how much they cost.
No, you shouldn't get face masks.
I know, because they're from the corona infested.
No, because like doctors need that, there's much more important people.
Really?
Doctors, nurses, cancer patients, like there's people who need these masks.
Oh, well, this is a PSA.
Yeah, and so you should not be getting a mask. However, before I learned that knowledge, I looked them up too, and on Amazon there was a pack of like 50, but and this was last week. That was last week, so I'm sure it's gone up, but I saw they were probably like, it was like $100 or $200, and they weren't even going to arrive until like April or something.
Right,
so
which we all know how that'll go.
Yeah, so pretty crazy, but I think that for me with being a self-identified hypochondriac, every second of every day I'm fully convinced right now that I do have the corona.
You got the Rona?
I've got the Rona, the Roni, the COVID-19. I've got it. And so honestly, I'm just terrified. I went and bought a thermometer to keep in my car so that everywhere I go before I exit my car,
it's like a breathalyzer.
I can take my temperature just so I make sure that I'm not running a fever, so I'm not affecting anyone else. Yesterday I felt like it's getting warmer in Arizona, and I felt like my face was getting a little bit hotter, so I had to freak out because I was going to hang out with my nephew.
Shout out to our nephews.
Yeah, shout out to my nephew. Your aunt's a hypochondriac. If I get the corona, I'm so sorry. I'm not leaving you. No, but I took my temperature. Everything was good. We were 98.3, so clean as a whistle.
Just clean as a whistle.
But yeah, so I am now just being incredibly dramatic, and anytime I sense that I have a fever, I will be taking my temperature right before I enter anywhere. So if you make plans with me and I send you a picture from my car with a thermometer in my mouth, please understand.
You're just vetting that you're okay.
Honestly, I'm just trying to make sure.
It would be funny if you went out and you were just sticking it in everyone's mouth.
I feel like that's one way to spread the coronavirus.
Sir, you need to leave.
Yeah. My friend Kelly is just like you. She wants to be smited with the coronavirus so bad. She, I think, will probably at some point go around and start asking people to cough on her.
Right.
Because she just wants it so bad. She thinks that it's going to be like a weight loss plan for her. And I'm not really sure like where we're at with that. But yeah, I think that while we kind of like laugh and joke, the media is taking it very seriously, which I find very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially when every single stat I see is saying like the general flu is worse than this.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw another thing on like a fitness account that said that people die of like health related heart issues over this virus.
Yeah.
Like in the current moment, you know?
Yeah. So I feel like there's really nothing to worry about.
Everyone just needs to pump their brakes.
It's kind of like AIDS. It just spreads.
Oh, it spreads. And if you got to watch out when you go to that dentist, honey.
Oh my God.
Have you ever thought you were dying of anything extreme after having like just like a weird reaction to something?
I feel like on a regular basis, I'm fully convinced that I have cancer or that I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yep.
It's not truly anything like reaction wise. I feel like I just like sit around and start thinking about things a lot, and I'm like, I definitely have cancer right now.
So I've said this more than once, but like in the very, very rare times that I've been offered or like been exposed to like hard drugs, I'm like, oh no, I have a heart condition.
You're like, I know I do.
Oh no, this is just a bad idea. I got a heart condition. I can't.
Sorry. I can't. Damn. I can't take your meth. I've got a heart condition.
Oh damn. Oh my God. That's...
Well, honestly, peace and blessings to both of us. I really hope that for you, I guess, you do get the coronavirus. So if I'm throwing out your GoFundMe, what would you like the description to say?
Part-time vegan.
Part-time vegan, currently struggling with the coronavirus.
I think that would probably get more hits, right?
Yeah, totally. Oh, speaking of being a part-time vegan, how's it going?
She's 7 days strong.
Oh, yes. Did we already discuss this?
No, insert applause, baby. Insert applause.
Honestly, I'm so happy for you. In celebration of your 7 days strong, I was at the grocery store today really thinking about things, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to join in too.
Oh, wow. Really?
So for this week, all of my meals are vegan.
Wow. Will you send those to me?
Well, it's one meal, but yes. I looked up one recipe. It's very good.
I will say, both of us are very good at eating the exact same meal for an entire week for our meal prep.
Oh, yeah. I'm down with it. It's easier to buy one thing in bulk and cook once than cook 75 times.
Totally agree.
So I am going to become a vegan with you, potentially just for this week, maybe for a second week. We'll see how it goes.
I'll say for week 1, my skin looks good above all else.
Okay. Well, you know how much I love fresh skin.
I mean, if your juicer's broken, you got to get your skin back somehow. You got to bounce that skin back.
Honestly, Facetune just needs to be put on hold for a second.
So is there any, while we're here making that PSA, is there any other A's that we need to make? Thinking.
I'm moving in 3 weeks.
Me too.
Moving to a great location, moving in with my parents.
I'm moving into a van soon.
Oh, we love that, Dean. The Dean of the universe.
I can't think of any other important A's.
My only other A is that my cat is healthy. He's not dying. So that's nice.
I know we had a scare.
We had a little scare. And also my birthday is in 3 weeks. So
wow, PSA.
We're really just counting down the seconds.
Okay, really quick story. Name dropped again. My friend Bridget, she just left to like travel the world for a year. And nice. So we had a going away party for her, and our other like really good friend Rachel, she had her cat just underwent surgery that day that we had the going away party. And she is like obsessed with her cat. Like she is in love. Like it's like a really great relationship, strong bond, etc., etc. Yeah. So she was like a wreck. She was like felt very bad about leaving her cat to go out that night. And so just imagine all of us like really going at it at a club dancing, and every 5 minutes she was checking the webcam to make sure her cat was okay.
You can get a new one for like $50 at Petco. She needs to get over it.
Oh, no. Bentley's been around for years.
I'm just kidding. So has Elliot. I could never. I joke about giving him up a lot, but I could never.
All right. Well, was that it? We good with the PSA?
I think that's all that we've got for you guys. We just really felt that the coronavirus was urgent enough for us to just really pop in, confess that we are hypochondriacs, confess that one of us would like to receive the coronavirus, and one of us would like for the coronavirus to stay away from us. So yeah, I hope that you all are washing your hands as you should have been before the coronavirus.
Also get tested regularly.
Yep, get tested. Make sure that
you're clean as the whistle. Check your whistles, everybody.
Check your whistles. Do a little spot check. We should all
spot check.
We should all be doing spot checks if you are active in any way.
Oh, that's so funny.
And even if you're not, I guess.
I mean, you never, like me, I almost caught it at the dentist.
You never know. Like one of my employees told me that they believe that their mom believes that they got pregnant by sitting on a toilet seat. So it could happen anywhere.
They're just swimming around.
Yep. So get tested, clean your whistles, and honestly, stay being a hypochondriac with us.
Wow.
Oh, good stuff. All right, guys, we will see you in the next one. Follow us on all the things, please, and be excited for our next episode.
Just continue to support the pod.
Continue to support. Shout us out. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.